Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And welcome back for another week. Here's hoping my Wi-Fi stays stable the entire time. How have you guys been? What's you've been up to?
Been pretty good. The snow cleared up, but we're supposed to get more snow here. So
Really?
probably
Is it?
possibly another snow week.
Is it common for it to be snowing in Virginia?
Not like this. So today it's supposed to snow and then it's going to stop later on tonight, start raining. Then it's going to snow again in the morning. So no telling what it'll look like.
Oof.
Luckily tomorrow's a holiday, so hopefully there aren't too many people on the road to kind of
Oh my
shut it down again.
God. It
Yeah,
is. I'm
so-
off tomorrow. I just realized that. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Climate change is kind of scary.
Yeah, so it's getting crazy out here. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, not too much going on my end. Just kicking it, working.
Jaja, what about you?
Yeah, I think that same snowstorm is about to blow by us. We're supposed to get some rain today.
In
It's supposed to be
Florida?
really cold, talking about 50s, 40s. Yeah. So that's freezing for here.
Oh my God.
Besides that, just been I've been playing some Halo. I've been catching up on some Halo. Experimenting with the Game Pass. I got some funny stories about that. What else have I been doing? Reading Tokyo Revengers, keeping up with that. And that's most of it. I don't know if you guys watched that Xbox documentary yet.
Yeah, so I was gonna mention
Finished
that.
it?
No, I watched the first two parts. I didn't finish it though,
Okay,
but I watched
no problem.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you speak for your own nerdy things, James.
Oh yeah, binary things. So yeah, I watched the Xbox. I watched all the parts. So I finished the whole thing. I watched Cobra Kai as well. I binged that on Netflix, the latest season. Ironheart, I finished. I got caught up in her self-titled series. So now I'm going to start I forgot what the group is called, but
Champions.
Champions. Yes, I'm going to start
Yeah.
Champions. Although I should have probably been reading them like kind of together, intertwined, because some of the stuff that happened in Champions was referred to in her individual.
Yeah,
So,
Champions is like super crossover. There's so much crossover stuff that happens in Champions. I'm
Yeah.
still reading it now too. Yeah.
then there was some Miles Morales appearance. So
Mhm.
yeah, I really got to get caught up and hopefully in a decent order. But yeah, it'll be filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
ALT premiere, Attack on Titan, broke Crunchyroll, so I had to wait until Crunchyroll was finally working again before I could watch it. But yeah, I watched that. Demon Slayer was heat last week. And then One Piece, of course. So I did watch Peacemaker, first 3 episodes of that. Been playing Sonic. So I got the upgraded Nintendo like online for Switch, and it has a Super Nintendo, an NES and a Sega Genesis out there. So Sonic 2 is up there for free. So I've been playing that. And then I've been considering upgrading my PC because I was playing Halo on Game Pass, and then like my frame rate got kind of iffy, so it wasn't stable frame rate. I was like, you know what, maybe I should upgrade my PC, but GPUs are like impossible to get at the moment. So, but I have been looking into possibly upgrading my PC, getting a little bit stronger of a GPU, and then whatever else I may need, because it ends up being a slippery slope if you upgrade one thing on a PC. So we'll see how that goes.
Like most tech is like impossible to get right now. All the chips are short. That's why people can't get their PlayStation 5s, but you know. But yeah, I was sorry, James. I was just gonna comment on you reading Champions. Yeah, there's a lot of crossover arc in Champions. There's like, I can send you the reading guide that I was following, because it's like Champions, then it crosses over into like this run called Monsters Unleashed, which is like 5 or 6, or no, probably like 10. It's probably it's probably like 10 series runs. So you have to read that. And then you also have to read Secret Empire. Also, it crosses over into like a lot of different things.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's like a lot. It's a lot. So I've been reading more of Champions 2. I'm still reading that. I'm not done with it yet. I also watched this show this past week called Naomi. It's a new CW superhero show, and I just want to give it a chance because Ava DuVernay. It's Ava DuVernay's show, but have you guys heard of the show?
I saw the trailer.
Okay, so I watched it, and it's kind of like it's this girl who's like a mega fan of Superman. So like there's a lot of Superman references that are made, and she like runs this really popular like Superman fan page, but then she finds out that she has some kind of power herself. It just started, so there's only one episode. I don't know how I felt about it. Not that I was expecting much because it is a CW show, but like I don't know. The acting, I was kind of thrown off a little by the acting. I don't know if it was the acting or the story plot or just like not a good first episode or not a great first episode. But I was just trying to support our Black creators. So I don't know. But I don't know if I want to keep watching it.
Did the acting feel like Luke Cage acting, where they tried to like, you know,
like Luke Cage season 1 act, like season 2 Luke Cage?
Right?
Oh, okay.
Both seasons to me
Really
seemed like they were trying to pander to
season
certain
1 was
people.
Season 1 was good. Or actually, I don't even remember what season 1 was about. It's been so long since I've even thought about it.
I would watch it over. He had a lot of corny one-liners and a lot of like, it was a lot of corniness.
Because I know that people were upset about season 2, but I don't. It's not the one-liners. I don't know. I just wasn't buying anybody's performance. I don't know. I would say that to check it out, but I don't know if I recommend it. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the second episode before I give my definitive answer on if I like it or not. But so far, it's just very mid. It's okay. So I watched that.
The trailer looked pretty good.
The trailer looked good. That's why I watched it. But I don't know. The acting was weird. But you can watch it yourself and see if you agree or disagree with that statement. But I watched that. I watched Attack on Titan, which I regret not rewatching like the last couple episodes of the first half because I forgot what happened. I was just trying to remember as I was watching it. I was just like, what's going on right now? But I did watch it. I did watch it.
Oh my God. You're hurting my soul right
what?
now. You're hurting my soul. Listen, so one of the things I did do this week, shout out to YouTube channel Anime Balls Deep, because they did a whole synopsis. Yeah, the anime channel, the name is fire. Anime Balls Deep, that shit is awesome. But anyway, he does a whole like chronological order, like explanation of what happens in Attack on Titan from like year 1
I need to watch
to
that.
year 2000. It's like a 2-hour video, but kind of helps you understand it a little better because you're not like jumping back and forth between time. It's like this year this happened, over here this was happening, over there this was happening, this person was doing this person was born. So it kind of helps you like just streamline and get a clear picture of what, like, when everything happened. And to be honest, I think I understand the story. I think I understand what Isayama was trying to do.
You think? Okay, yeah. I have to watch that because I really want to understand what's going on, but I'm still so confused by everything that's
like
happening.
There's some stuff that like is left for the user to like put together. I mean, the reader to put together, like. And then some of the plot holes he tried to cover up are just like explained really briefly in the manga. So if you missed it, it was like you missed it. So I feel like if anybody has Attack on Titan questions, I can answer them and give kind of like my perspective on the way the story went.
Okay, well, later when we actually like get into detail about it, you could go off and explain it to me because I don't I don't understand.
I mean, spoiler free, obviously, because a lot of the stuff is not revealed yet. So
yeah. But like the base, like everything we've seen so far in this last season, just explain to me the history. Because I feel like I was vibing with the show up until this current season, and then it got so confusing. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So now, I mean, think of it like this: the show, pretty much, like it's a show about Eren, a story about Eren, and then there's the whole history of the Titans. Those two things are like, it's kind of separate and kind of tied in together, but you got to kind of separate them to understand the story.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that a little later. I'm gonna need some clarity on some things. I have some questions. I also watched, like I said, I watched the first 2 parts of the Xbox documentary, which, like you said, it was really good. It's really interesting. So, I am excited to finish it. And then I also watched Peacemaker. Did you watch Peacemaker, Jaja? I
didn't yet.
Oh my God, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
It's good?
Yeah. So like, I guess we could talk about it real quick, just because not like spoiling any, not that there's really anything to spoil in the first 3 episodes, but like, I wasn't really expecting much from, I don't know what I was expecting from it. I guess I just wasn't thinking too much about it, but it's so good. It's so funny. It's so good. It caught me by surprise. I enjoy it a lot. James, do you like it?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it's going to be about. I mean, of course, it's going to be about Peacemaker, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure like anything about the character. So it just dives deeper into his character from the Suicide Squad. Like you get to learn more about Peacemaker, kind of how he is as a person, as a hero, if you want to call him that, vigilante. And it's very adult too. So we got to throw it out there. It's a very adult show.
Well, it is an HBO show. Yeah. It is very adult. But it is very funny. It's very funny. I was laughing like the whole time. It's a little ridiculous. Like the opening theme song is like
their choreography
is ridiculous. But yeah, I highly recommend that you watch it, Jada. You should definitely watch it. And we talk about it this week. It's really funny.
So on my list.
Okay. So did I do anything else besides that? Nope. I think that's it. So we'll get more into Peacemaker later once Jaja catches up, because I don't want to talk about it if he hasn't seen it. But yeah, I feel like DC. That's one good thing DC has going for it, but that's only because James Gunn is involved. And I feel like his projects are the only good projects that DC can talk about. So I'm not surprised that the show is good. But yeah, let's get into some. Oh wait, real quick, I have an announcement to make before we get into stuff. So
let's hear it.
No, it's so it has been just us three for a while, and I just wanted to say, so everyone knows, I wasn't going to address this at all, but somebody told me I should, because Jossie's been here from the beginning, but he will no longer be with us on the podcast, which is not very, he hasn't been here for a while, but like just wanted to make that formal announcement that he won't be here very much.
Gotcha.
Yes. Life gets in the way. It's not like anyone's sponsoring us or paying us to be here yet, even though they should be. So, you
gotta work on that. You gotta work on that next AAA video game title.
Oh yeah, he's a game developer now, huh?
So,
he
programmed something.
Yeah, games by Jossie.
So
he saw that episode with Luol Deng and was like, nah.
He's been grinding. We respect the grind, Jossie.
Yeah. So like, yeah, we understand. So he said he'll pop in from time to time, but like, life gets busy. But yes.
Yep. Shout out to Jossie.
I'm kidding. But yeah, just want to make that announcement before we get into stuff. Anyway, so let's get into some stuff. Jaja, I'll let you talk about this since you put this story in here for Knights of the Old Republic. Were you a Knights of the Old Republic fan?
Yes, I was. Huge fan. This game has one of the best story plots ever made.
Yeah, a lot of people really.
It's Attack on Titan level story writing. Like just like the plot reveals and all that stuff throughout the game. You're just like, okay, my character is like more important than I thought. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they plan to remake it, and the big thing about this news is that there's rumors that they're gonna revamp the whole combat system.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm not sure if you played the game, but it was more like a
turn-based,
real time turn-based, because it wasn't like turn-based where you had to wait for the other person, but it was turn-based, being that you guys go back and forth doing your actions, but it was happening in real time. So if you didn't do anything, the characters would do their just basic moves until one of them wins. So they plan on revamping that. Not sure how that's gonna go, but I'm excited. Like if they make it more like, I'm trying to think of a game to compare it to, but more like where you have more control.
Like a free combat, which is the best type of combat in my opinion. I know people love turn-based games. I hate turn-based games though. So any game that wants to move away from turn-based, I appreciate. And I will, yeah. So I'll probably play the remake. I never played the original.
You never played the original?
No.
It might be on Game Pass.
It might be on Game Pass.
I think it's on the EA list of games.
Wait.
Game Pass is still coming.
Okay,
right?
I was about to say.
Let me make this announcement, right? There's been a back order on Christmas gifts. I told y'all last week I was feeling like Santa Claus this year, right? All right.
Yes.
So
yes.
If Jossie's Digimon, not Jossie, wow. James' Digimon thing is like in reach. If I can grab it right here, I don't want to get up to get it, but it's in the box right there. It just has to be mailed out. And yeah, I'm gonna send you a code, Shannon. Don't worry. I know you're excited to get on Xbox.
Wait, let me wait. Can I just say something really quick? Because all week I've been wanting to play the Game Pass. I've been wanting to try it on my iPad, but I'm like, Jada didn't send me the code yet. I'm like, Jada didn't send me the code. I'm thinking, I was like, but I'm like, I can't ask him for it because that's rude because it's a gift, you know. So I can't ask him for it. So I was just sitting here hoping that you were gonna send it to me, like send it to him. Like, okay,
I got you. Don't worry, I did not forget. Trust me.
I'm glad you brought that up first because I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna wait. I was gonna wait patiently for it. But yeah, that's what I was feeling like this whole week.
Yeah, I'm trying to give it to you so you can have a week with it, and then you have some stuff to talk about on the pod.
Okay.
I almost sent it to you yesterday. But I was like, nah, let me give her a week with it before the pod.
Does that mean I'm getting? Does that mean I'm getting it today? Yes, I appreciate it so much. Okay, so I'll wait, and I will play it. I will play it once I'll get a full week's worth of gameplay in before.
Oh, and speaking of Game Pass, so some things that we should know. Game Pass, you need to have Xbox Live to play cloud streaming.
Okay.
So if you don't have a console, you probably don't have Xbox Live. So make sure you're getting that Game Pass Ultimate bundle. Or if you buy Game Pass separate, just know that you're gonna have to buy Xbox Live too if you want to play cloud gaming. Also, when you're running it on iPhones, I found one of my friends was having trouble getting it to run on his iPhone, and found there's an app for it, and you can run it straight through the browser on your phone. Like if you go to xbox.com/play, it'll take you to Game Pass, and if you sign in, you can run it straight like that. So I'm just trying to,
No, go ahead.
I'm trying to use it in real life to see if it works, because I'm just preaching the Game Pass gospel right now. And I gave it to somebody and they came back and was like, I can't get it to work. And I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me this doesn't work. But nah, it works fine.
But yeah, because I was about to say, James, you were able to play Xbox games on your iPad, right?
Right. So the Game Pass app on iPad, it doesn't actually play the games. You have to go through the browser to the xbox.com/play. And then so you can create a browser shortcut and it'll look like an app on your phone, on your iPad. So, but you do have to go through the browser. But it'll have its own icon that'll say Xbox Cloud Gaming or something like that. So it'll look like an app, but really anytime you click that, it'll open up that browser page that you did. So yeah, you do have to for sure go through the browser on iPad.
Okay. But was your gameplay pretty smooth?
Yep. I think you have to use Safari. I use Edge, just Microsoft guy now. So it didn't work on Edge. I tried it on Chrome too. I forgot what happened on Chrome. I didn't remember what my password was, so I didn't. I wasn't able to do it on Chrome. But then when I logged in on Safari, it worked just fine. So.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's good tips for when I open that. I forgot what were we talking about before this?
On video games.
Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, I just checked. It's not free on Game Pass, but you can buy it for $10.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't know if I'm gonna play the old one though, just because I'll play the new one when that comes out. What other games are really good on Game Pass? What do you guys recommend that I play? Did I freeze? Oh God. Wait, I'm back. Wait. I'm back. What happened?
Wild Shannon appears.
I knew that was gonna happen. I had a feeling. I was like, oh, there it goes. Am I clear now? Can you guys hear me?
You're stabilizing right now.
Stable. It's 720p, but it's you're there.
Your frame rate needs some work, but now you're here. You're back.
Okay. What were you guys saying before I disappeared? I was asking about games.
Oh, we're trying to figure out what games you might like on Game Pass.
Yeah, because you guys know I have very specific taste.
Yeah, so turn-based games only, right?
No, not that. Not that.
Have you ever played Hades?
Oh, so no, I've watched my boyfriend play Hades on the Switch. I've never played it, but I heard that game was really good, so maybe I'll give that a try.
Yeah, that's on Game Pass, so you'll You can play some Hades.
Some Dragon Age.
Dragon
You got
Age. Okay.
there's some Final Fantasies on there.
Okay.
Boyfriend Dungeon. Have you ever heard of that?
What is that?
I'm not entirely sure myself. But
Wait.
A dungeon full of boyfriends.
Let's Google this.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's one of those dating sim games.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
I don't mean to stereotype you, but it is popular with women gamers. I thought maybe Shannon would like this.
You know what? I'm gonna try it out just to see. I'll tell you if I hate it. Okay. This doesn't look like something I would like though. But we'll see. We'll see.
You were saying you're not into zombie games, right? Or
no. No zombie games. No
okay,
zombie
forget
games.
it.
Did you guys, when I was gone, did you guys see my Baby Yoda life-size cutout back here? Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can. Wait. There he is.
Oh, nah, yeah, chair was in the way.
We
Shannon
found
has
him.
pops from the floor to the ceiling.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I have pops everywhere, like literally everywhere. But yeah, that's my life-size cardboard cutout, Baby Yoda. He's so cute. Sitting there with my pops. Any other suggestions?
Actually, let me just open the Game Pass. Crap.
That's what I'm looking through them right now. I mean, did you ever play Near Automata? I think I talked about that on here.
No. Mm-mm.
That's a really good one. You should try out.
Okay.
It plays kind of like, I don't want to compare it to Kingdom Hearts, but it's like that kind of gameplay. Open world, enemies around, you're fighting them, whatever.
That's my favorite kind.
Of course, we got all the Halos, all the Fables. You ever played Fable? I think you would like Fable.
Played a little bit of Fable, yes. I never like played it in depth, but I have played some of it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll give that a try again. I don't know why. Fable's like really popular, but when I played it, I couldn't really get into it. I don't know why, but I'll try it again. I'll give it another try. I'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's some Sackboy type games, but I don't know if they're like would be as popular. But I know you were mentioning you and your boyfriend were playing Sackboy. So
yeah, I love Sackboy.
Yeah, there's some similar style games to that up there that I think you'd enjoy.
Okay, cool. I'll like go through and then like I'll find some stuff. But
and you're a Fallout fan, right?
No, I don't know. I've never played Fallout.
Wow. Is that okay? So yeah, you're gonna have a field day. Most of these games you probably haven't played. So
probably not. But it's fine. I need to be more connected to video games anyway. But definitely not Fallout. Any shooters, I'm not gonna be good at. I'm not even gonna try to torture myself. But give me a sword so I can just slash around. Nothing where I have to aim, please. But yeah, let's move on really quick. So a lot of people were complaining in the past couple of weeks about Pokemon Arceus because there was no official gameplay footage. So people weren't sure if they were going to buy it. But they released a 13-minute gameplay trailer to shut everybody up. And I never thought that it was going to be bad. And the gameplay trailer, it looks decent. So I think I'm still going to buy this game when it comes out at the end of the month. James, how do you feel?
Yeah, so I wasn't harshly criticizing it. Like I would see people complaining about things like frame rate, but I mean, we're playing on Nintendo Switch, so
sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know if people were expecting like 4K 60 frames per second from a Pokemon game, but that seemed to be what the complaints were. I mean, it looks like Pokemon open world, so they're trying something new, maybe because they're straying away from the formula, but then people will complain like, oh, Pokemon's the same game every year, just reskinned. So I guess there's just no pleasing the hardcore Pokemon fandom, but I mean, it looks interesting enough. I definitely would like to play it.
Yeah, I know that people were comparing the open worldness to Zelda. People were complaining about the trees and comparing how the trees looked in Pokemon to Zelda, and I'm just like, it's just trees. Like, what are you guys talking about? But
shouldn't focus on that.
Yeah, those are the things that people chose to complain about. But I think it looks pretty good. I think the graphics look decent enough. Like you said, it's a Pokemon game. I don't know what people are expecting from a Pokemon game, but it still looks like it's like a newer Pokemon game than anything we've ever had. So like, if you are over here buying remakes of Diamond and Pearl, then you should be buying this game because it's actually different. So I mean, I guess we'll see. The only thing I know that people are a little sad that there's no online version. Like, you can't really battle people But maybe in the future they'll create an online component, because that'd be kind of cool to play online in like open world environment. But there's not that yet, so we'll see what that happens in the future. But
all right, so here's my issue with the Pokemon franchise, right?
Well, not just the game, but the franchise.
I've been dying for this game to come out, not Arceus, but a game like I'm going to describe in a second since Red and Blue, right? We need a Pokemon, like a MMO Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, it could be like one of the old versions. It doesn't matter. Just as long as there's 50 million trainers walking around the map at the same time that I could trade with and you could interact with, and you could update the Pokemon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like they took that idea and took it to the next level and was like, let's make Pokemon Go. Let's make it as real as possible. And I get it. It's fun, but I still would like that MMO style Pokemon game.
I agree. That would be cool. But that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe they'll bring that to this game in the future. Who knows? Like, I don't know. But that definitely could have been something that would have been really good for them to have in here from the start. That would have been cool. But
right.
Maybe
there's mods. Obviously, there's fan-made games that are like that. So
yeah.
It's like they need to hurry up and get on this.
Yeah, they're just not there yet. They're a little behind, but maybe one day in the future. Give it 3 years when nobody else wants to play it, like what happened with Pokemon Go. Some people still,
oh no, we're still playing Pokemon Go,
but not in the mass quantities that that the people were playing before.
That first summer it came out, legendary.
I mean, there's a community there today, and I joined the Discord, a Pokemon Go Discord, and they're doing a meetup at like Disney Springs. I haven't actually gone, but I would like.
I'm like traumatized right now.
It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get through this.
It's not choppy at all this time.
I gotta figure out what's going on with the stupid Wi-Fi. I have to call like the provider today. Hopefully I'll have this fixed next week. We'll see.
We might have to get you that 50-foot Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I know. I might literally have to run. It has to be longer than 50 feet. It has to be like 150 feet because I'm like all the way upstairs and then like across like the downstairs to where the Wi-Fi is. So I might have to like directly.
Maybe that might be the problem. Maybe
I know.
Too far from the box.
I think I am too far from the box.
Yeah,
so
might need an extender or something like that.
The thing is that I tried an extender, but like you have to have it like in between where the router is and like where you want it to go, but like there's no place to plug it in a good spot. So like I don't know. I've tried everything, but I'm gonna I'm gonna call the company, and like if it doesn't work, I'm definitely gonna have to run a very long Ethernet cable into my computer.
Got me curious about my internet speeds now.
Maybe they can come and put the router in a different spot in your house.
Maybe. I just don't know where it would go, but it might have to move. It might have to, because it's ridiculous right now. Hopefully we can just get through the rest of the podcast without me freezing again. So let's move on. Let's move along before I cut out again. What were you guys talking about while I was gone?
Halo.
Oh
yeah. Video games mostly.
Okay.
And a bunch of how you're gonna have a lot of editing to do this weekend.
Yeah. Like so much. I'm not looking forward to it at all. All right. Do you guys have any other video game thoughts before you move on?
No, we can move on.
Okay.
If you want,
did you guys see the Bel Air trailer? The Bel Air trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
What did you guys think?
I'm listening.
I'll go first. Okay, so let me walk back my statement. I was hating on it big time at first. I watched the trailer. This looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't hating on it, but I was kind of like apprehensive about it because I just didn't feel like we needed it. But it does look like it's going to be good, so I will watch it.
Yeah, I will continue to hate on the opening spoken word though.
Why do you not like spoken word?
Nah, not spoken word. It was just overly dramatic from what I remember the theme song to be.
Yeah, they showed how the theme song would look, right? He's like in a chair, in the throne chair, and they put him underwater and it goes upside down.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that trailer is, oh man, I cannot wait. And I like how they like kind of deviated from everybody's character. Like, I like that they made Hillary a little darker. I love how Carlton's like low-key like badass right now. Like, homie, he doesn't look as corny as he does in the old one.
Yeah.
Like they like trying to make all that stuff seem cool. Like he's in different teams, different clubs. Like that stuff is legit. Like, and then I don't know. I just like how it looks right now.
What network is this going to be on? Is this HBO? Who's doing
Peacock.
this? Oh God. Okay.
That's NBC, I think.
Yeah, that's NBC. Yeah. Okay. Well, now that I know it's a net, is it a Peacock original or is it going to be on NBC? Like, is it a network show?
It's probably. It looks like it's going to be on Peacock. I haven't seen anywhere that it's coming on.
It's like it's
Okay,
straight to
good.
streaming.
Okay, good. Because if it was a network show, I'd be a little worried about it because it's trying to be dark, and I just feel like you're very limited when you are on a network. So I'm excited. Right. I will definitely be watching it when is it coming out? Is there a release date?
Not sure.
I think it's like February.
Oh, February. Oh, right there, around the corner.
I'm wondering if like they're filming it so that they can make like, you know, seasons like as like the original did, or do they have like a concise story in mind that they're trying to do and then end it there?
Oh yeah. Yep, February 13th it premieres.
They can explore like a shitload of topics in this.
Yeah, they can. So I'm looking forward to that. Does anybody watch Euphoria? Sorry, this is a very sidebar. No? Okay.
No.
Okay, never mind. I wasn't even gonna say it then. What do you say? You said February 13th? Okay, that's like right around the corner. Awesome.
Yep,
so
1 month out.
We'll be talking about that when that comes around. Wow, I have so many typos in this rundown. Sorry. So in other news, Black Panther has resumed production with Leticia Wright. I know there was a bunch of rumors surrounding her and if she's coming back or not. So now that she's back, maybe the movie isn't as doomed as we thought it was going to be. But who knows?
Or she could just be coming back to get written off the movie. Like, they're probably like, listen, if you want your check, you better come finish this up. Get out of here.
Really? You don't think they're going to use her in future things? That's actually a very...
I don't think so. I think she lost their trust. I don't know.
That's actually a very good point. I never thought about that. I don't know. James, do you think the same thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they discontinue Black Panther, but if they like move away from actually being in Wakanda where she has to be on screen very much.
So who's going to be the next Black Panther then if it's not going to be her? Who do you guys think it's going to be?
M'Baku.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's M'Baku. That would make the most sense. If they bring back Killmonger, I'm gonna be mad.
No, I hope they don't do that.
They said he is coming back probably in like when the Ancestors playing, like he's gonna be talking to the new Black Panther. But we'll see.
I hope they don't really bring him back for real, because that wouldn't make any sense. So
in the comics, they just made Storm the Black Panther. So
yeah. Well,
that can't happen.
No, it cannot, because mutants
unless something crazy happens in Doctor Strange and Madness where we just got boom, X-Men are here.
Oh, I was gonna talk about this. The fan theories for Multiverse of Madness are starting to pour in right now, and I'm trying to avoid them, but they're just everywhere. They're just everywhere in my face. Like everyone's talking about.
It's worse than Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is. It is worse than Spider-Man. So people are talking about.
They claiming X-Men is gonna be there. They said a whole bunch of characters we haven't seen is going to be in this movie.
Yeah, so actually, I might as well just talk about this now. But we have an article in our rundown where Marvel reportedly, it's a rumor, Marvel reportedly asked Ben Affleck to make an appearance in Doctor Strange as his version of Daredevil from 2003. For all the Gen Zers that are not aware, Ben Affleck was Daredevil in the 2003 movie. So they asked him to come back and do that, but I don't know if he is going to or not. But this is I feel like it's just gonna be, I feel like this movie's gonna be crazy. I'm very excited for it. I'm very mad that it got pushed back to May. Like I'm very, very mad because I was looking forward to it shortly.
His Daredevil was okay too.
I don't remember that movie.
It wasn't the worst. It was all right.
I don't remember that movie at all. I don't even know. Did I see it? I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't remember.
It's not better than the new Daredevil.
Of course not. Charlie Cox. Of course it's not. Yeah,
Charlie Cox, man. Oh man.
This article was kind of misleading though, because they were making it seem like they wanted to give him an actual role in Marvel, but not no.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like he's doing anything with DC anymore anyway. They discarded him like an unwanted child. So I mean, he's free to do
Listen,
whatever.
there's some heavy recruiting going on. Marvel's like, I don't know if they're trying to set up their movies past 2025, but like, rid of a lot of actors that they've been wooing.
Do you think Marvel's going to be ongoing? Do you think we're still going to be getting Marvel movies in another 10 years? Do you think it's still going to be going on? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I
man.
think so.
Oh,
I
man.
don't see people getting superhero fatigue like that to the point where they stop making movies.
You're right.
Yeah,
All they have to do is just not fuck it up.
that's true. I
But
mean,
like, I was reading something, and they like with the amount of characters and stories they have enough for like the next 100 years if they want.
yeah. I mean, they have
Without-
an endless supply of storylines.
Right.
So, yeah.
Without even doing like the 10-year big Avengers event that they did, they don't
Mhm.
even have to do that. They could just do short, concise stories and still have tons and tons of content. So
That's very true. That's very true. Hopefully they pay the comic book creators so that they don't go on a massive strike.
as long as people don't get too confused, they just gotta make it like not confusing. You know, because the
Yeah.
comics are sometimes can be confusing. Like you gotta read everything to understand what's going on.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. I feel like the longer it goes on, yeah, the less like, because like the first 10 years of Marvel is all leading up to one big thing, but I feel like they can't keep doing that. So yeah, I feel like they're gonna have to go the other way. I feel like it's gonna become like too much, especially when you have all the shows and like all the movie, like everything. Like I feel it's gonna be too much. But we'll see. But yeah, I've been trying to avoid these fan theories for Doctor Strange like crazy, but I might have to start reading some of them. I don't know. I need something to hold me over until it actually comes out. So I'm about to start like seeing what all these predictions are.
wait, did I say what my theory is?
No. What's your
I
theory?
might have, but I think Doctor Strange is gonna come to Wanda, and that scene we get about him asking her about the multiverse, she's gonna be like, how'd you know I've been through the multiverse already? And her kids are probably just chilling in the house. Like she's already gone through the multiverse and like knows a couple things. And she's gonna help Doctor Strange out in the beginning, but something's gonna happen, and I think she's gonna turn bad. She's gonna be one of our big bads.
That's a good theory. And then have you seen any theories that sound like ridiculous to you or that you think might be like
That they're setting up the new Illuminati in this movie? I think
what?
that's
I did not see that.
Yeah, they think that Doctor
Strange.
Strange, who else is gonna be a Professor X, Spider-Man? Like they got some new Illuminati lineup that they think is about to come out in this movie. I'm like, if they bring out the Illuminati right now, I'm gonna be tight.
That's ridiculous. I have not heard that. I have not heard that one.
Yes.
That's a big reach.
That's crazy. I think hold on. I feel like I saved something that I wanted to go through on here. It was like a whole bunch of like casts that they think is gonna be in Doctor Strange. No, I didn't save it. Damn it. James, have you heard anything crazy, or have you been avoiding fan theories actively?
I typically stay away from fan theories.
But it's so fun to read them. Like I'm gonna take it in stride. I just want to read it and like know what people are saying, so that I just want to know how wrong they are when the movie actually comes out. Or how right they are. You never know. But this movie sounds like it's going to be crazy. So I feel like, do you think it'll over or under? Do you think it's going to do better or a little worse than Spider-Man did?
As far as sales figures?
Yeah, as far as sales figures.
I gotta be any worse. I don't think too many people are that hype about Doctor Strange.
Really? I think that.
Man, I kind of like. I want to say that it's gonna do the same or better, but that Spider-Man train is like that's tough to compete with. Spider-Man is a heavy hitter.
Yeah, like little kids don't wear Doctor Strange costumes for Halloween.
Right. Like everybody knows, your grandma knows who Spider-Man is. She might not know who Doctor Strange is, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the Marvel fans alone, I think, is enough. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like this movie is gonna be by the time the closer we get to it, I feel like it's gonna be just as hyped as Spider-Man. That's what I think. I think it'll probably do equally, if not just like maybe like right underneath. Will it be Infinity War is the real question in the overall box office.
I don't think it's gonna do the same just because everyone who's a nerd like us is gonna go see it. But those, like James has said, those regular mainstream viewers that just poured in just because of Spider-Man and
Yeah.
they're taking that little kid to go see Spider-Man. I don't think we're gonna get as many as those. So
yeah. So here's So here's some things. Here's some theories that are floating. Sorry, James, I know you don't want to hear them, but I'm gonna read them just for the sake of this. So there's theories. Wait, okay. I thought I froze again. So people think that Kang is gonna make an arrival in the movie. What do you guys think? You think Kang is gonna be in the movie?
I hope. I think that one's gonna happen.
Where is he gonna?
I wouldn't be too surprised because they haven't really done anything with him since his big reveal. So
yeah, and I feel like there's no way that we won't see him until Ant-Man, right? I feel like that's crazy.
Right? Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I was like if we holding out for Ant-Man, like, come on.
Right. I don't know though. I feel like adding him is gonna be too much. Cause I feel like there's already too much. I don't know. I feel like there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe an after credit scene would be the most appropriate.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't have to be the hugest part in it. Just show us where he's at,
Yeah. Show us what he's doing. But maybe we'll get Loki season 2 before Ant-Man. So we'll see him again in Loki, but I don't know. So there's also a rumor that Loki's gonna be in Doctor Strange, which I did hear this. Like once Loki was over, that he was gonna make an appearance in Doctor Strange, but who knows? The biggest one is
him back to the movies already.
Yeah, he has to come back to the movies in some way. If he doesn't come back to the movies here, where's he gonna come back to the movies? It's kind of just like,
you're right.
Yeah, everyone loves Loki. I don't want Loki to be like, I don't know. So of course, the biggest theory is that the X-Men are gonna be in the movie. Do you guys think this is a good point to bring in the X-Men if they were going to bring them in at all? Do you guys even think the X-Men should be part of the MCU, or do you think it's too much?
Of course,
like mixed in with everything else, or should it be like its own?
Yes.
Thing? Okay.
No. Like when I was young, I remember Wolverine being one of the main Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was a part of the first team of Avengers to me. But anyway, that's another topic.
Okay, so but the thing is, you see, but like all these, so like X-Men and King, I don't really know. I feel like it's gonna be too much. I don't really know how it's gonna make any sense.
Yeah, that's
like
all over the place. Ambitious.
Yeah,
it's because they could do it in a couple of ways. Like they could, I don't know. Like I think they were going, like they could have something that happens that activates everybody's mutant gene, and they were trying. I think one theory was that the whole snap and that cosmic wave of energy had an effect on people, and it might have activated some gene, and then some people start getting powers. Or they could just do the easy way and just say, "Oh, multiverse. This universe has X-Men. Now they're here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it don't take a lot for us to get X-Men. I don't think.
I feel like that's the way that they're gonna have to do it, because then if like their mutant genes just activated, I mean, I guess that's a good way to restart everything. Like to reboot the X-Men in the MCU, but then we're kind of gonna have to start all over. You know what I mean? With X-Men.
Right.
So that's a whole other thing. So I guess we'll see.
It's going to be interesting to you how much of the Sony stuff are they going to use? Are they going to reboot, or are they just going to continue that whole?
I think they should just continue. I think that they should just take the same. Well, I don't know about the same characters, but I think they should just take what's already going. I don't think they should reboot it completely. I don't know though. I don't know. They probably already have all this stuff planned out. So whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And watch their explanation be so much easier than what we're trying to think about.
Yeah. So then there's another fan theory that Doctor Strange is going to be the new leader of the Avengers. I mean, possible, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to see Doctor Strange as the new leader of the Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that.
There's another theory that it's not even Doctor Strange. They think he's a Skrull. That's a little out there.
That's a reach.
I mean, anyone could be a Skrull because Secret Invasion is gonna happen. I feel like everyone.
Yeah, but to be a Skrull, I mean, I get the whole copying the person, but you can't really copy their powers, can they?
I don't know. That's actually a good question. I don't really have like deep Skrull knowledge. I don't really know.
That would be kind of OP.
Wanda switch sides. I mean, that's a big one. I feel like that's likely to happen in the movie. Oh, that's it. Okay, whatever. No outlandish ones like the Illuminati, but that might also happen. Who knows?
I'm gonna send you that link.
Yes.
There's a few videos that it's not just one person saying it too. There's a couple people speculating about Illuminati.
The crazy
Where they get it
people.
from, I don't know.
Crazy people are speculating about the Illuminati. I think people are just saying things to say things at this point. But we'll
Like
see.
they think, then they're talking about like a multiverse Avengers. Like I'm like, yo, y'all are going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like out of control. But I think because like anything can really anything can happen in this movie. So I think people are just like going as far out there as they can. But yeah, it's a little much.
We don't have a clear direction yet as to
Yeah.
where this is going. So
I wonder when the second trailer is gonna come out. Probably not until like April. Oh God, we'll see. Or maybe March actually.
People in their universe got to deal with their own problems. We haven't got time for a multiverse Avengers. Like, like fix one universe first. You're gonna hop to a new one.
I guess we'll see. I think the hype is gonna build over this movie like in the next couple months. I don't know. We'll see how it does at the box office. But yeah.
That's probably why they pushed it back to hype it up some more.
Yeah, probably. No, I think they had to do a bunch of reshoots actually, and I just don't think with the reshoots it wasn't gonna be ready in time to release it in March. I don't know. Reshoots to add more crazy things. Who knows? I don't know.
To add some Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in there now.
add some Illuminati apparently.
Have an alternate version of Iron Man make an appearance. Imagine that'd be kind of crazy.
Oh, that's the other. You didn't hear that rumor? They trying to get what's his name? Oh
Robert Downey Jr.
No, the new 007 guy to play the new Iron Man. Tom Cruise. They want Tom Cruise to be Iron Man.
What? Why?
They want. I don't know, but there's reports about them talking to Tom Cruise about being the new Iron Man.
If somebody else tries to come on screen as Iron Man, I'm gonna riot. Why Tom Cruise? Why? I don't want Tom Cruise to be Iron Man. I don't want that.
I don't know.
That's kind of old.
They got a whole picture of him drawn in the suit and everything. I'm like, I don't know. But I've seen a couple videos now that I'm just like, okay. Maybe there's a rumor.
I don't like
Maybe
that.
they tried to get him before Robert Downey Jr., I feel like.
Oh,
and
no.
now they're just bringing that back.
No one else can play Iron Man. I feel like no one should even try.
We're gonna get a different Iron Man.
No, we don't want it though. Does anybody want a different Iron Man? Does anyone want that?
I do. I want a different Iron Man, but I'm not saying that he's gonna be better than Robert Downey Jr., but I think we need an Iron Man in the MCU.
Enter
Is it
Iron
gonna
Heart.
be Robert Downey? I don't think no one's gonna touch Robert Downey like that. He cemented his place.
In a world of perfect casting, he's definitely the most perfectly cast character. I think he did very good, which is why they shouldn't sully his image by trying to put someone else there. I don't think anyone could do better than him, to be honest.
I mean, we're gonna have to replace all of them. Did a good job. That's how I feel about Captain America. That's like how we feel about Wolverine. But like, it's gonna happen. It has to happen.
But we've seen. Why do we need any more Iron Man? Like he's dead. Like we've seen so much of Iron Man. We've seen 10 years worth of Tony Stark. I feel like he's good. We could just like. I feel like Iron Man is good. There's like so many more characters we can focus on. We don't need to focus on him anymore.
But there's a lot of them that spawn from Iron Man, don't you think? Like Ironheart.
Yeah, well, Ironheart. But yeah, as long as it's not. Yeah, but like. I don't feel like we need to see another Iron Man, like people that stem from him.
Robert Downey Jr. I'm not Robert Downey Jr., but what's his name in the freaking
Tony Stark?
Yes, another Tony Stark. You don't think we need another Tony Stark?
No.
Yeah, we got War Machine.
Yeah. And he's about. I mean, he's about to have his own show anyway, so we're just gonna be focusing on him. I just don't feel like we need another Tony Stark. He doesn't need to come back. He's done enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll just ruin everything. Marvel's like on a steady uphill. I feel like they don't ruin it.
Quitting while they're ahead.
Don't ruin it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you put this article in here. So Robert Downey Jr. was like, he was the highest paid actor in the MCU, but now Jeremy Renner is the highest paid actor. I don't understand how that happened. Why?
Yeah, I didn't read the article fully, but I thought it was hilarious. I did skim through it and saw that Jeremy Renner is now the higher paid one. And it's like, after his Hawkeye show didn't even do that good. And yeah, that's triggering me because Hawkeye show. I feel like...
Yeah, so as everybody knows, Robert Downey Jr. he's started the MCU with Iron Man. He's been very active in the last 10 years of Marvel. Jeremy Renner, how often have we seen Jeremy Renner in movies? We first got him.
So I think the headline's a little misleading because it's not like the movies that he's been doing, he's been getting a higher check than Robert Downey. They're talking about like on-screen minutes divided by like how much he was making. You know what I mean? Like how much they're making per second of screen time. I think that's how they're doing it.
But now he's making more than everyone else. I don't get it.
I guess he's made more appearances. Like we've seen him and more things than everybody else.
What have we seen?
I'm not sure because he's been kind of like a side character.
Yeah, because we first saw him in Thor. That was the first place he popped up. Then he was in Avengers. Then he was in. What was he in after that?
They're saying Tom Holland's about to pass him. Like
Rightfully
Tom
so.
Holland's on the verge of passing Jeremy Renner. So,
I mean, Jeremy Renner's cool, but I just don't understand how he's making more than like Chris Evans was or like anyone. Whatever. I don't know. Because like
we're talking about gross.
But even gross though.
It's a strange formula they use.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, okay, whatever. Cool, Jeremy. I mean, your show is okay at best. What do you guys rate Hawkeye, by the way? We never talked about the last episode. We don't have to get too into it, but what do you rate the series as a whole?
Can we just skip that? We can't skip this topic.
No, we don't have to talk about it because I know it's like old now. We like missed it, but like, what do you rate the series as a whole? What did you like?
I would give it a 7. I don't think it's must-see TV, but it's not a bad watch.
Okay, Jaja, I know you're about to rip it to shreds right now. What do you give it?
No, I'm gonna give it a 6 or 7. That's like a show by itself. But as a Marvel fan, give it like a 4.
A 4. Oh my god. I give it a 7 too. I feel like it wasn't bad. I was entertained by it, but I just was underwhelmed by it as a whole. My hopes were way higher for it than what it actually ended up delivering. So,
yeah,
I mean,
to be called Hawkeye.
For real, for it to be called, that's my problem that it was called Hawkeye. Give me a show about Yelena and Kate. I would have enjoyed that a lot better than you telling me it's about Hawkeye.
I mean, but I guess they just needed a way to connect Kate to Hawkeye. So like that was the only way to do it. They just used him basically.
Now he's telling, everybody could just be Hawkeye. You remember the end where she's like telling him different names and he's like, why don't you just be called? And then it cuts off like he's about to say Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like, if you give her your name, bro, I'm gonna shoot you with an arrow. I'm the world's greatest archer now. Watch me hit you with a freaking arrow.
Oh man. Okay. I just wanted to know your guys' thoughts before we got any further away from the season finale. Oh man, I knew that John
I'm so bad
for it. I know you are. All right, I think we're like running a little over, so I don't think we have time to get into Attack on Titan as I wanted to with the history, but we'll save that for next week. But anyway, what did you guys think of the first episode of the second half of the season?
Great opener.
Some of the best animation so far, especially from Mappa.
Okay.
Yeah, Mappa is like unstoppable when it comes to animation.
Yep.
Like they definitely like the way they mixed in the CG this time. It was like I really had to look and be like, okay, that's CG right here. That's CG. Like you couldn't. It blended in so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, it started off running. We getting a huge battle at the beginning. So, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I don't know if I would say you guys are excited because you guys know what happens. So like I feel like as somebody who's just watching it without having read the manga, I just feel like just okay about it.
Yes. So my guy, Heavenly Controller, I don't know if y'all know him on YouTube. He does like Attack on Titan watches and he'll react to it live. So like he claims he tries to stay away from like the manga spoilers and everyone tries to spoil it for him. So but he wants that authentic reaction. And he watched the latest episode and he's reacting to certain things that he didn't know was gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I like watching that just to get the anime viewers' reaction to stuff that I read already and now I'm seeing again. But he's a funny guy. His live reaction to Attack on Titan are hilarious.
I'm gonna watch that video. Can you send it to me? The one you were talking about, the one that explains everything. I'm gonna watch that for next week, and then next week I'm gonna.
It's not really like an explanation. It's just more of him telling the story in timeline order, so it might make more sense to you.
Okay, Well, I need to watch that too, but I also need somebody. I also need to find a video that explains the history of the Eldians and the Marley.
He also does an explanation of why he thinks the ending is so bad. He does like a 2-hour video on that, detailing every plot hole and.
Wait, but is that based off the manga? Because I don't want to spoil it.
Yes, it's based off the manga.
Oh no, never mind. I can't watch it. Okay, I need to find another video that explains strictly based off the anime, the history of the Eldians and the Marlians, and then I'll come back.
That's tough.
I know. I'll come back next week and tell you guys if I have a better understanding of it. Because I'm
gonna say one thing: the way they tell the Attack on Titan story, you're supposed to be confused as a reader or viewer. Like the way they tell the story, it's like you have as much information as the people, as the Eldians that are stuck behind the walls, and they didn't know nothing. So like we learning with them throughout the whole story, kind of. That's what makes it so great.
Is that what makes it great? Because I feel like it makes it difficult to watch a little bit. I'm just like, what's going on?
It's with the time gaps in between that makes it sucks. If we watched it all together, it would make sense to you.
No, but I did watch it all together because I watched it. Before the last season started, I rewatched the whole thing from the beginning, and so I was just equally as confused.
Okay, we'll talk about it. I would love to answer all your Attack on Titan questions. Okay. Trust me.
So we'll dedicate a good chunk of next week's episode to Attack on Titan. We'll start writing up some notes for that. All right. Good. Does anyone have anything else before we close out?
If you guys haven't seen it, I would highly recommend Abbott Elementary. It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I just watched episode 3 of Abbott Elementary yesterday. It's so funny. It's good. Yes, everyone support our Black creators. Keen to be. That's her show. If you're familiar with her, it's really good. If you like The Office or like any kind of style, any like mockumentary style show, then you'll like this show. It's good. But yeah, anything else? Oh, also watch Peacemaker, Jaja. Watch Peacemaker for next week.
Will do. I feel like I have so much stuff on my list. I haven't watched The Matrix yet. I
heard The Matrix was terrible. I'm not even gonna watch it because I heard like nothing but bad things about it.
Same.
I heard mixed reviews.
One person liked it.
I heard mixed reviews. I've seen people that liked it and people that didn't like it. I feel like if you weren't there for the whole Matrix big hoorah, then this movie's not gonna mean anything to you. But
like me,
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. All right. Cool. So as always, you guys can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.